friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I am going to be putting together my second project using the Glow Story Kit for Story Kit Crush. This is going to be another layout that will go inside of my 10x8 album that I'm creating all about my sister's wedding in Mexico. For this one, my main source of inspiration was this journaling card here that says, "Find what sets your heart on fire." And that kind of helped me to decide to tell the story about getting ready for the wedding. I know that's kind of a stretch, but it was like getting ready to go into this life of being together and, you know, having this passionate love for each other that sets their heart on fire. I guess that's where my mindset was going in terms of why this card made me think of this story. But also all of the colors in this title here, there's purple, a pink, orange, yellow, blue, green, and black, really made me think about all of the dresses that we wore in the getting ready time for the wedding. We had a rainbow of colors in this Mexican traditional style dress. So what I'm going to do today is create a grid style layout using a couple of journaling cards, a couple of photos, and some embellishments on a plain white canvas. So this is going to be outside of the page protector. I'll put you on fast forward, get this layout completed, and then we'll slow back down and read the journaling before we say goodbye. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so to start out for this layout, the first thing I want to do is take this plain white textured cardstock and cut it down to the size of the page protector. So inside of this 10x8 album, I am cutting mine down to 8¼ inches tall by 10.875 inches wide. I know you can also go all the way to 11 inches. I just like mine to be a hair shorter than that. Then I have this piece of pattern paper, and this one is the same pattern paper I used in the first spread I did in this using this kit. So that's kind of cool that it's got some like continuity with the two layouts. So I added just a strip of that. I believe it's 1 inch wide to the edge of the page there, and then hole punched it on top of the pink. This is going to go where the holes are on the right-hand side, just because I'm working on the back of a different layout. And what I'm going to do from here is put my journaling cards where I think they're going to go and my photos where they're going to go. So when I'm working with elements like this and I'm trying to create a grid where everything is evenly spaced, what I will often do is add a tiny little bit of adhesive into the middle of the cards or the middle of the photos and press it down where I want it to go. That way, if it's not really where I want it to go, then there's no harm done because that spot's going to be covered up by whatever element anyways. But it also helps everything to stay put. So once I have my spacing just how I want it to be, I can pull up one element at a time, add adhesive all the way on the back, and then permanently adhere it down onto the page. So for this, I'm starting with the journaling cards on the bottom. I got both of those put into place, and then I'm going to work on the photos. In order to get these photos spaced exactly right, what I'm going to do is cut them off of the middle, but leave the white little piece on both sides of that middle photo. It probably would have been a smarter idea to work from one side to the other, so to remove the photo of the group of us and add that one down and then do the middle and then do the left or the right edge, but this works out just as well. So I have the middle one where I want it to go. It is temporarily adhered there, and I can use that to help me position the photos exactly right, where they are even across the top and the spacing is even between them as well. Then I'm going to take that middle photo back off, trim off those white pieces, add my adhesive, and permanently adhere that in the middle of those photos, just being careful to keep everything evenly spaced apart. I really love the way that this turns out and the way I was able to make the 3 photos on the top match the width of the 2 different size journaling cards on the bottom. That was a little bit tricky, but I got it to work out. The last thing I'm doing here is adding on some different embellishments, some of these chipboard starburst pieces, and then also I added one of the phrase strips on top of the title on the journaling card because the title didn't really make a whole ton of sense, and so I wanted to change that out. All right, friends, that completes this layout. So that one came together pretty simply just because I had kept this intact, and that made it really easy to place down my photos with an equal amount of space in between everything. And honestly, a lot of this was just plunking it down on a page and making it look clean and simple and nice. And a lot of times those are some of my favorite stories and favorite layouts to create. So let's go ahead and read the journaling for this one. I did cover up the title here, and instead of whatever it said before, I put in, "Let the glow of your heart reflect in your soul," which felt like a better title for what this story was about. So then my journaling says this: "I'm not sure how any of us were able to sleep through the night before the big day. But waking up and realizing that your wedding day was finally here and there was nothing left to do except get ready was the best feeling. You were so calm on the inside, and I know screaming with excitement on the inside. Your eyes sparkled with joy and your smile lit up the room. I love that we all had Mexican-style dresses to get ready in, the bright colors giving us a hint at the fun waiting just across the beach. We got our hair done together, helped you get dressed in the most beautiful wedding dress I've ever seen, and witnessed the pride and love beaming from our parents as they looked at you for the first time on your wedding day. This was one of those days where the love was palpable and magic truly filled the air." So there we go. So this one is good to go inside of the album. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this one come together and that it inspires you to use your journaling cards outside of the page protector to create some grid type of layouts as well, whether that's on a 10x8 or on a 12x12. I also really love creating with journaling cards in that size as well. All right, friends, well, next week we're going to be working on an older story kit. So I will have 2 process videos exclusive to Patreon for Story Kit Crush in using the Pieces story kit from, I believe, 2019. So hopefully I will see you back here for those. I cannot wait to see the projects that you have created this month, whether it's using Glow or Pieces or whatever kit you have on hand. I always love seeing your projects and reading your stories. If you have any questions about the layouts I created this week, my planning process, or any of the layouts that you've seen me post over on YouTube, feel free to reach out. I would be happy to answer any of those questions. All right, friends, well, until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in next week's videos. Bye, friends.